It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be
TV show from the 70s,
that
Taxi.
bad.
Is that what they based the Queen Latifah and Jimmy Fallon movie off
No,
of?
but it was one of Danny DeVito's first shows.
No.
And Christopher Lloyd, the guy who plays Doc.
Yeah.
Tony Danza.
Wow, they had some heavy hitters in there, really.
Kaneki.
Kaneki was in
Jeff
it.
Conway, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay, tell me about it.
Incredible syndicated sitcom from the 70s.
Uh-huh.
I have plenty of episodes you should watch. It's on Amazon. Do you have Amazon Prime?
I do.
You should watch it.
What network did it air on at the time?
Dude, probably CBS, ABC. It was one of those, like, it was at that time when they were pumping out sitcoms.
Wow, dude, I got to check it because my knowledge of like old school sitcoms, not that good. Like
Andy Kaufman
Wow, really?
doing the foreign man character.
Oh, his
As
very popular
Latke
character.
Graves. Thank you very much. That's where that comes
So
from.
good. So good. And Jim Carrey did that very well too.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, and so they have scenes from Taxi in that movie.
That's insane.
When he was pretending to be a mechanic.
Uh-huh.
That's from Taxi. We'll have to look it up. That's really cool. My dad showed it to me.
Well, didn't Andy Kaufman, he tried to be on SNL. They didn't want him.
No, he was a host for one
okay.
episode. And as soon as they cut the cameras, Lorne Michaels told him, "Get the fuck out of here. You'll never be on Saturday Night Live again."
Wow. And then, lo and behold, Andy Kaufman made it big after
Huge.
that.
Well, in his own way. I think he's bigger now that we get to look back at it and think of like, wow, look at all this crazy shit that he did.
This guy was
how funny
insane. He was so insane that the guy that had to play him in a movie, a biopic,
Went insane,
was insane
just to
for
go
that.
for it. Mm-hmm. You know what else is insane?
What?
Putting two heavy hitters together.
That's right. Who are the heavy hitters, man? Tell them.
Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali.
I was actually thinking about Blossom and Buttercup, but not...
I was thinking, whoa.
What?
I was thinking Cinderella or Snow White.
Ooh, let me combat that.
What you got?
I got Manny Pacquiao and President Duterte.
Oh, isn't Pacquiao like the under president? Like, isn't he also a senator?
He's trying to, he's become more of a political figure after his career as a boxer.
This is a continuation of a conversation we had off mic.
Yeah, so...
Welcome, everybody.
welcome to another episode of ICBTB, also known as
It Can't Be That Bad.
For you crooners out there, we are currently hiring you guys so that we could come up with a crooner version of our theme song. So hit us up.
Welcome.
No comment to that?
No, I'm down for that. Welcome, any and all contestants.
Ah, yes. So we watched a crazy movie. Guys, October's almost finished.
We only have a couple weeks left.
Yeah, that's right. And I hope you're getting your spook on because...
Do you have your costume for Halloween? Do you have like, we're at the age now where we don't really have a costume.
Yeah. We're at that age where
we either had to have like a really good costume or no costume.
Well, I remember when I was a kid, I would prepare for like weeks and weeks. But now, you were right. We're at that age where we kind of think about it like 2 or 3 days beforehand.
A couple years ago, me and my brother said that I think we're at the age where we get like, you know what? I'm going to be a cowboy every year for Halloween and just have like a good cowboy costume.
Solid. Consistency.
Yeah. Or, you know what? I'm going to be a pirate and just have a good pirate costume every year. You know, and anytime there's a masquerade party where you have to dress up funny or there's a festival, you know, you have a good pirate costume. That's what you want, you know, Disneyland.
Yeah, actually, I do have a high quality costume like that I just keep in my
zombie
Winnie the Pooh zombie.
That's a good
mascot costume. You got, yeah.
We have a potential Halloween party next-ish week. When this airs, it'll be next week. Actually, no, this will air before the party.
Yeah.
I have debated on what I want to go as for Halloween.
What are you gonna go as?
I kind of want to be a ghost.
Like, what kind of ghost? Because that's a very wide term. So, like your typical like sheet over the body. Dude, that's really funny. I was really hoping you were going to do that because anything else could come off as tacky as shit.
You don't think the sheet is tacky as shit?
No, because you know what would be tackier than that?
Okay.
What I would do? That tacky's not the word for that. Racist is the word for that and fucked up. What I was going to say was like putting talcum powder all over your body. So people would either be like, oh, are you a ghost or are you ashy as fuck? Scarface.
That leads me to the movie that we watched.
Yeah.
I was scared because I couldn't find this movie to be rented. Most places that I saw it was only for purchase.
Yeah.
And I did not want to own this movie.
Did you end up owning this movie?
No.
Did you buy it? Okay, you found it somehow.
Rental.
You know how I watched it?
Illegal?
No, very legal. The most legal, actually. I
You
bought
own
the
it.
DVD
You
years
own
ago. That's why I brought this movie up. It's actually, I know, contrary to popular demand, it is one of my favorite slasher films.
Should we go the entire episode without saying the title?
Yeah, you guys are going to have to guess it the entire time. Or,
Dial in now.
yeah. Actually, they're going to see it because we're going to put in the title when we do upload this and publish it.
Oh.
Yeah, so the joke's kind of done. Let's just say it. Freddy versus Jason. Those are the two hitters that we were talking about, folks. Freddy Krueger versus Jason Voorhees. You gotta. If you were to place your bets on one of them, who would it have been?
It would have been Jason.
Really?
Yeah, and you know what's funny is like I don't watch horror films. I don't enjoy horror films, but
No.
I knew all of their tropes. I knew all of their things from other pop culture references. Like I understood all of their and some things like. Well, I'm saying like a lot.
They're popular enough horror figures. They're so iconic that even if you've never seen a Jason film, a Friday the 13th film, or Nightmare on Elm Street film,
Yeah.
you're gonna know who they are,
who
how
they
they
look like.
died, and why they're out to get these teenagers.
Let's run it down.
Yeah, nitty gritty. Go for it, man.
So this is a Freddy vs. Jason is a 2003 film that is rated R. It has a runtime of 98 minutes. It is directed by a gentleman named Ronnie Yu, and it is starring Monica Keena, Kelly Rowland, Jason Ritter, Chris Marquette, Lachlan Monroe, and Robert Englund.
Crazy.
Christian,
What's up?
the budget was $30 million.
Okay.
How
Don't want
much
to
money
guess
do
how
you
much.
think it made?
I think that this was a box office hit just because of its name. It's gonna 70 million.
It's bigger than that.
Bigger than that, 100 mil.
114 mil.
Jesus Christ.
I
So
think
this
114.9.
crazy financial success. I'm not surprised though.
You know, I don't like horror films, but I was able to look at this movie and think this clearly took a lot of planning. They
Yeah.
took two big franchises and smashed them together. And whenever I think that happens, that's good. That's good watch. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good stuff.
As dumb as a movie as this was, there were
Very
some
stupid.
smart choices in the movie and also smart choices that were made in the planning of this for it to be a box office hit.
You'll have to explain them to me.
Yeah, definitely.
It has a rating of 5.7 out of 10 on IMDb, 41% on the Rotten Tomatoes, and then there was a place called Common Sense Media, rated at 2 out of 5.
Common Sense or Common
Common
Sense?
Sense.
Gotcha.
Common Sense.
Okay.
The percentage.
I think the amount of Google percent users that like this.
Yes,
I said that
Christian's
so
mom.
wrong.
Yes, Christian's mom.
Christian's mom speaking here. I think the amount of Google users that like this film was 93%. Am I close?
92%.
Woo! Super close, dude.
That's a good one.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
This movie was crazy. Like I said, I don't watch scary films, but I do. I did know most of the tropes. I know Jason Voorhees from the Mortal Kombat game when he was a DLC.
Same with Freddy Krueger because he's also.
I didn't play as Freddy though. I played only as
Jason Voorhees.
And I know Freddy Krueger from the episode of Rick and Morty where they have
Freddy Krueger impersonator. What's his name?
Scary Terry.
Scary Terry, and he says bitch just as much.
And Freddy Krueger does say bitch at one point.
all the time. This guy is offensive. This guy's so rude.
The synopsis coming at you here.
Coming at you.
Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees return to terrorize the teenage population, except this time they're out to get each other too.
Boom. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. So I prefaced to you earlier that I owned this DVD as a kid, which is wild for a kid my age. I was probably just in middle school or late elementary school when I owned this, and I loved it. I watched it over and over for many different reasons because it was
What was one of the reasons?
well, reason number one, not even gonna lie, I wanted to see boobs, and I knew in the first 5 minutes you're gonna see some boobs.
At the 3-minute mark.
You wrote down the minute mark?
At the 3 flat minute mark.
Okay.
Full breast.
On a score of on a scale
10s.
of 1 to 10. 10s? Those are 10s?
This is a... sorry, Mom. This is a weird scale, but all boobs are 10s right now for me.
All boobs. Saggy ones. Tall boobs. Short boobs. Boobs that go left and right and diagonal. Hey, don't shake your head. You're the one that brought this up, dude.
There's also butt at 303.
Wow, 3 seconds after you see boobs, you get blessed with butt. Thank you, Freddy versus Jason.
Thank you, Ronnie. You.
Yeah.
Thank you.
At the age, I wasn't able to tell that those were fake boobs though, and now I can tell.
I want to talk about something real quick.
Okay.
When they're doing the little like recap, they're like on the last season of Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
They show him being burned in his house.
I don't know if it was his house or it was like his lair where he brought all his
doesn't matter.
dead kids or whatever.
In his lair, he had a copy of the newspaper that says "man burned in his house" or whatever.
Okay.
Like pedophile burned.
That's right.
How did he have that newspaper already?
I don't know. He's a fucking
How did
time
he get that
traveler.
newspaper into his house?
That's weird because you're right. I didn't even take a look at that. That's a good point to add.
And then with Jason, I really like how they set all of the rules. Like Jason's mom comes out and she's like, all right, so you're going to go back and you can only use a machete against Freddy and you're going to play right this and here are all the rules and you're going to follow this. You got to be back by midnight or you'll turn into a pumpkin.
Still also, a very good mom.
Is that a good mom?
No,
Isn't that
not
the
at
whole point
all.
of Jason that he doesn't have a good mom?
No, yeah. He had already had a physical deformity. And on top of that, a terrible mom who was a biatch.
She pretty much was like, Jason, get up. You're a lazy piece of shit.
Yeah. It did not help his self-confidence
Rose him from the dead.
Yes.
This mom rose him from the dead by calling him lazy.
I have so many questions. He was killing so many teenagers with his machete. When's the last time he sharpened that thing? Because he was getting some clean cuts,
It looks pretty dull.
Yeah.
It looks pretty rounded.
He must be crazy strong. If he's chopping a body in half with a dull machete, goddamn.
So after they set all the rules and they establish who the characters are, there's a sleepover between three girls.
The most typical horror movie trope.
Weird trope because I thought she was drinking O'Doul's.
Who? Which character?
The girl who smoked cigarettes, the first girl.
Oh, Gib is her name, which is such a silly name.
I thought she was drinking O'Doul's, which is a non-alcoholic beer.
Uh-huh.
And then the guys come over and bring real beer. But I thought that was weird at first. I'll have to recheck.
You'll have to check if that is
department will have to
O'Doul's.
look that up.
Yeah, definitely. That was a crazy...
They also are playing a crazy game. Do you remember the game they're playing?
Marry, fuck, kill.
The Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Shall we?
All right, I guess we shall. Let's start off by prefacing that we are not gay, but if we had to marry, fuck, or kill Larry, Curly, or Mo, I think I would definitely marry Curly, who was the fat bald one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would fuck Mo, who was like the leader, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Larry, I'd have to kill. Larry freaks me out.
Well,
His haircut.
I would kill Mo.
Okay.
Because Mo's an asshole.
He's a dick for sure.
And I'd fuck Larry because that would be fun at least once. And then I would marry Curly because Curly Joe's Curly's.
Oh, Curly Joe.
No, not Curly Joe. Not Curly Joe. Fuck
Okay.
Curly Joe. I would kill Curly Joe also, but I would marry Curly.
I would kill any of the extra stooges that came in after the original three.
Curly Joe and what's the other one's name?
I don't fucking remember.
Shemp.
Shemp.
Fuck
Good
Shemp,
memory.
bro. Fuck Shemp.
Dude, fuck Shemp. Hashtag fuck Shemp.
They had another fuck, marry, kill, but I don't remember what it was.
No, I think at that point it didn't go on for long enough because the boys came in and they were your typical boys.
I got one more for you.
What's up?
Fuck, marry, kill. Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees,
Oh gosh.
Mike Myers.
Mike Myers is still alive, so I'd probably
Mike
fuck
Myers,
him.
not the comedian. Mike Myers, the killer.
No, but even as the killer, I know. Good one.
Thank you. Thank you. I get paid for this.
You get paid for this. Yeah, the big bucks, dude. Well, if we're talking about those three, Mike Myers, the killer from Halloween, he is still physically alive.
Okay.
He is the healthiest.
The fittest.
His blood is still flowing through his
He's
veins.
still trying to get it from Jamie Lee.
Yeah, still trying to get... Yeah, leave her alone. She doesn't want it, dude, and she's old now.
She drinks so much Activia.
Yeah, so much Activia. You know she has a good digestive
Bowel
system.
movements.
Her intestines are golden. But yeah, I would fuck Mike Myers, the killer. And
You said that now 7 times.
yeah, because we keep going off on these tangents. It's
I think you just really want to fuck Mike Myers.
You hear that, Mike Myers? The killer? No, that's terrifying. That's a terrifying thought. I would kill Freddy faux show. Yeah, because Freddy, and then I would marry obviously Jason Voorhees, and I will say why. Because Jason Voorhees, he's a villain that you can at least understand. He has a background that is relatable to, I'm sure, like a large portion of society. Hey, don't laugh. This is valid, dude. This is valid. He was just an ugly kid that was made fun of, and he drowned, and the horny camp counselors did not help him at all.
Okay.
Freddy Krueger.
Simmer down now. Simmer down.
I'm simmering down.
Why? What would you do to Freddy, and why?
What would I do to Freddy? How would I kill him? I would kill him in the same way that he kills other people. I would be like the better Freddy because that piss him off. Yeah, but sharper knives. Also, I would have knives on my toes so I could kill him with all 4 of my limbs. But yeah, fuck that guy because he's a pedophilic maniac. And
I would kill Jason because
Okay.
he's ugly, and ugly people don't deserve to live.
Okay. Damn, that's fucked up, man. Do you think you were a beautiful child growing up? Hey, what happened, dude? Did you just glitch?
I shot myself.
No, I heard it and I saw it.
Because I said ugly people don't deserve to live.
Oh,
Get it?
Man, you're ahead of the game.
Meta.
That's super
Anyways,
meta, dude.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, did you think you were a handsome child growing up?
No, I don't think I'm handsome now.
Come on,
I really don't.
Really?
I really don't know how I.
You're a good-looking guy, dude.
Thanks, dude.
You are. You have the height on you.
I have a personality and I do magic.
You have been doing magic lately, though.
I have really put it on the shelf.
Yeah, because I remember a few months ago, when you just joined the improv team, you were carrying a deck of cards everywhere with you.
I carry a deck of cards with me.
Yeah, but you
It's in
haven't
my
pulled it
jacket.
out like lately. And like when we meet new people together, you haven't been showing them tricks as you usually do.
That's true.
Can I be your like magician assistant?
Yeah. It takes a little bit more.
Or not, dude.
No, well, it's gonna take some like practice and setup and shit. And,
I'd probably be like the worst assistant. I'd ruin all of your tricks.
Well, I've tried to have you as a plant before, and you're not good as a plant.
No, probably not.
I would.
Yeah, you got to finish.
Kill Jason because he's ugly.
Damn, dude.
Marry
Have
Mike
some
Myers
mercy.
because he'd be funny. And fuck Freddy Krueger because he could change his face into anybody I want him to be.
Oh, that's a whole nother take. Okay, that's wildly different than mine. I mean, there is terrible logic behind yours.
No, there's good logic behind that.
Okay. But that's good for me to know and for the listeners to know. So listeners, vote on who you'd marry, fuck, or kill between the 3 killers. Let's move on with this.
At 12 minutes and 57 seconds, they're also breasts.
Wow. Are the only notes that you took down were the times in which breasts are shown? This reminds me of a story. We had English class together in high school. And we'd watch something, I forget what movie it was. It was like Fahrenheit 451.
Nope, it was 1984.
1984. And, it's not the most
entertaining,
entertaining movie. So it's like kind of quiet for long periods of time as we're watching this in English. But there's a scene of nudity, multiple scenes actually. And we saw side boob. And, as high schoolers, we'd probably chuckle at that. But you were the loudest, most obnoxious person. You were like, side boob! Everyone look, side boob! And like, we all turn to you. Be like, we know, Alex.
I would also call out the huge muff. Because remember the girl in that movie had a huge bush. And as soon as it came out, I was bush! Bush!
And wasn't a political statement. You were really just trying to say bush. Yeah. That was a really funny class.
Great story.
Damn, dude.
Back to the movie though.
Yeah, back to the movie.
I knew the jump rope girls from Rick and Morty because when they see Scary Terry, there's a jump rope girl in Scary Terry's dream.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, Freddy's coming your door.
Did you notice that the news station that was reporting the murders, the first set of murders, was KRGR?
No.
Krueger.
So to find these little Easter eggs, if I may, did you pause and like rewind, or this is just like you paying attention to
just
fine
me
details?
looking at little things because I thought the whole movie as a whole was dumb.
Oh, so you weren't paying attention necessarily to the plot or dialogue. You're just looking at the screen.
Just looking at everything else, bro. like looking at anything but what I was supposed to be looking at.
I feel like it is, since I'm the one that presented this film to you, I feel like it is my job, my duty to defend this. And
yeah, totally. And I want to get something out. Otis was supposed to watch this movie with me. I asked him to watch this. No, I'm telling the story.
Otis, stop.
Turn his mic off. Turn his mic off.
Okay, now he's walking toward us.
Stop kissing me. Stop.
Your lips are extra chapped today, Otis.
I felt better than last time.
He gave me a cut.
Otis didn't want to watch this movie with me because he's a bitch. So I had to watch it by myself. My mother and father went out to dinner, so I was home alone. I watched it at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon so I could have the sunlight out.
So hard for me to tell if you hate these movies because they're scary or because they're stupid, if it's a combination of both.
It's everything. The gore was so dumb.
Dude, I thought this was visually appealing.
The blood looks so fake.
This was 2003, though.
I know, so why'd the blood look so fake?
Because it was supposed to be. This was supposed to be.
I thought the graphics of like Worm Freddy was cool.
That was
And I thought
nice.
that like the fighting graphics, like the ripping into body, like arm through bodies and stuff like that.
the fight scenes toward the end?
The cuts were cool.
Yeah, they were pretty cool.
But like the gushing of blood and like this, when the first kill, when they killed Gil's or Gibbs' boyfriend.
Yeah, that was a crazy kill.
That didn't look. That didn't like the way that looked.
So Gibbs' boyfriend was laying on the bed, and he was passed out while his girlfriend was in the shower. And he turns around.
At the 12:57 mark.
Yeah, at the 12:57 mark, you see boobs from a Hawkeye view. Did you like those? Oh, that's what you were just talking about. I'm
10
sorry.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. He is impaled by Jason's machete through the bed. And for some reason, this bed is similar to that of a hospital bed where it can fold itself.
Uh-huh.
And so he's folded
taco style,
where the back of his heels are touching the back of his head, snapped in half.
Very descriptive.
I will say that since this is Freddy versus Jason, I did think Freddy's kills were more visually appealing and aesthetic.
I couldn't tell if they were on the same team or not.
For a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Because you understood what was going on in the beginning, right? Because Freddy was forgotten. Freddy feeds off of fear. He feeds off of fear, and for that to be feared, he needs to be remembered.
Okay.
But the town of Elm, or wherever Elm Street is, whatever town that is, they kept him a secret for so long that he was forgotten and couldn't come back and kill people in their dreams.
But those two guys remembered him.
Yeah.
So why don't we want those two guys in the insane asylum? Why are we like, oh, they should stop taking medicine?
Because we didn't want them to come out and do exactly what they did. Mark, one of the insane guys, he's instantly said, Freddy Krueger's here in a high school hallway full of children.
He's like the girl's like, they're singing a song, and he goes, that's the song they sing when Freddy's coming, and freaks out the entire school.
Dude.
And then they're all like, hey, everybody forgot about Freddy until you brought him up in front of the school, and he's like,
the real killer.
Oh, fuck. No, you want to know who the real bad guy is in this movie?
Who?
The creepy dad.
The creepy
who kept
dad
trying
was
to give the hot girl weird medicine.
Weird, yes. Because he worked at the insane asylum for some shit.
No, he did. He was a doctor there sometimes.
That's such a vague position.
Go ahead.
We were talking about this movie before, and you were really into the main girl, Lori.
Yeah,
she was killing it. And for an actress in a crappy movie like this, she was trying her hardest. Her crying
She's
scenes.
acting up a storm.
She is. She's trying the best that she can with a script like this.
Christopher Marquette.
Oh, one of our favorites. We reviewed Just Friends, and he was in that, and I fucking love that guy. And he's playing a different type of character than he usually does, because he's usually like a douchey asshole, but here he's like a kind of
nerd.
A scared nerd that kind of gets his justice, you know?
There's a...
What's wrong? Your eyes literally rolled into the back of your head.
That's how I was watching this movie.
Wow.
There's
I'm
a scene
sorry.
where they put Jason in the coma, and he's like fighting Freddy in his dreams, right, with the hot girl at the same time.
Yes.
And then Freddy starts drowning Jason, and he's like coughing up water, and they're like, "We should give him mouth to mouth."
Yep.
And they're like, and then Chris Marquette's like, "I can't do it. I have asthma." And the girl's like, well, does that mean I have to do it? And the driver turns around, he's like, he has asthma.
Thank you. I have asthma. I wish someone would defend my asthma the way that the driver did.
Well, here's the upsetting part about that whole scene.
What?
If someone is coughing up water like that, CPR's not going to save them.
No, you could
You need to turn their head so that they get all the water out of their system.
These are high schooler kids, though.
They're like blowing the water deeper into Jason's lungs so he drowns faster.
Kelly Rowland has no knowledge of this. She's too busy with her career in Destiny's Child, man.
That's who she was.
Is that why she looked familiar?
Oh,
yeah, dude.
My God.
So if her acting was like, it's because she has a better talent. This is not her main gig. This is just a side hustle, dude.
Did you remember the part when Freddy is just sitting there getting roasted by the main chick?
Super.
He just like sits there and gets roasted and just like takes it. And I was like, why isn't Freddy like saying anything back? Like for being such a smart mouth, witty kind of guy.
Yeah,
he does take it.
Takes a lot of it.
He's like, that's fair. I dish a lot of smack. I
did a lot of that.
If I can dish it, I got to be able to take it.
What was even funnier was Kelly Rowland right before she dies is she's distracting Freddy by also giving him shit. He's like, what you doing with those butter knives? You compensating for something small in the pants?
Like,
now, Jason.
Hey, purple guy.
Hey, purple guy. Jason has this large machete. He must have a big... And then she turns around, gets smacked by Jason, flies into a tree. And can I talk about some of these... some of the violence in this film? These kids are getting thrown left and right.
Slam.
This is a wrestling match here.
This is like a superhero level slam that they're getting, and they either get up and walk away or like thrown into a knife and they like die instantly. It's
crazy. There's some ridiculous kills. Do you remember
Chris Marquette's death?
Not Chris Marquette's death was. I actually felt really bad. He was acting up a storm too.
We've all run into a metal stake like that and like
we've all done that. We've all like stubbed our toes.
Ribs into something like
yeah, and he just dies like that, like a hero, as he should.
I don't know about a hero. Coyote's gonna come and eat him asshole first because that's what coyotes fucking do.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting. I thought it was interesting that in the beginning when the police first find Freddy's death and the police are like, "Oh God, it's Freddy again." They don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
And the cop walks past those missing children posters and they kind of like do the Haunted Mansion thing where they follow him.
Yeah. Did you like that? Did you not?
I did like that.
I thought it was pretty creepy. Like I said, there's some good parts of this film. I think
Laurie's dad's really scary.
Yeah.
There's some scary parts. I don't think it's Freddy and Jason that make it scary. I think it's Freddy and Jason that make it kind of silly.
It's definitely Freddy versus Jason that makes it silly because standalone, they're kind of terrifying. When Jason goes to that space. Crazy EDM.
When Jason goes to space, you mean?
I do want to watch that. Jason X. We need to watch that for sure.
Okay.
But when Jason goes to the corn maze party,
and he's on fire.
He's slaughtering all these kids. He's on fire, which is not his weakness. That's Freddy's weakness.
When he kills Fat Bobby Moynihan,
dude, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, is that
Bobby Moynihan?
That's Bobby Jr. That's exactly
Robert Moynihan Sr.
That's what it is. I think. Do you remember? So Gib, the girl whose boyfriend dies in the beginning,
second hottest girl in the movie.
I liked her. She definitely had like a quirky kind of demeanor to her that I did like. Her death was crazy because she had fallen asleep because she was getting fucked up at this party.
Yeah.
And you think the entire time that Freddy's gonna kill her because she's running away from Freddy in her nightmare, and right before he gets to her, boom. Jason kills her. And do you remember what was going on with her in reality right before she died?
She was getting like about to get raped by some weird like EDM dude.
The rapey raver is what I wrote him as.
Rapey raver.
He had like 100 glow sticks attached to him, some frosted tips, and
frosted tips galore in this movie.
Yeah, really. Let's talk about this party first of all.
Okay.
The corn maze party. EDM music going on like crazy. Doom, doom.
They call it a rave.
A rave. A corn maze rave. The tackiest part. I wouldn't want to be at that party. That was the lamest party I'd ever seen.
It looks like the kind of party that people would invite me to, and then I'd get there and be like, "Oh yeah, I hate people."
Oh, this is why I want to just stay at home and play Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Right.
So recently in Red Dead, I've been playing as a bounty hunter.
Tell us about it.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Dude, I'm trying to play. I can't find the time to play. I don't know. Last time I played, I was just playing as the collector, and I was just collecting things.
Because you picked the wrong role, dude.
Dude, I wanted to be different from everyone else.
I'm also a collector, but that's like my C role. My A role is bounty hunter, then I'm a trader.
That's your side hustle.
My jaw hurts. Do you have a best person on set award?
Best person on set award for me is probably going to go to. I'm going to give it to Christopher Marquette.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I want to give it to Robert Englund, but I really want to give it to Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio? Are you talking about Jason Voorhees because he's throwing people everywhere?
No.
You're kidding. Rey Mysterio's in this fucking movie?
He's Robert Englund's stunt double during the final fight scene.
Really?
Yep.
That's dope as hell.
Yep.
Yeah, if he's being thrown and tossed around like that, you need a wrestler.
It's Rey Mysterio, bro.
Wow, good shit, Rey Mysterio. You got Freddy versus Jason under your championship belt.
I will be honest. It's not that I hated this movie. This isn't a movie I would choose to watch on my own, probably. But I could see why people like this movie. I could see why, if you're a fan of both franchises, you'd like it. Or even if you're a kid and you want to watch like a scary movie on Halloween, why people would want to watch this. I mean, I'm slowly starting to get horror films.
Yeah.
But they're not. They're just not my cup of tea, I guess, man.
Well, what it is, half of enjoyment is anticipation and expectation. With a movie of this tier,
I had to mute some of it because the music the music was scarier than what was actually happening.
Yeah, no, that definitely.
So I mute it so I don't like jump with the boom.
Because the Freddy Krueger music is terrifying. No, that's Halloween. That's Mike Myers, dude. But that's also creepy.
They kind of played that in this movie too a little bit.
Do they? I don't think. This is how much you didn't like the movie. But yeah, dude, it's all about like how much are you expecting from this film? Because like with a movie of this caliber,
$114 million is what I'm expecting.
That's true. I mean, for visual effects and it's
Do
fun.
you think this movie put $114 million on the screen?
Yeah, dude, because it's a movie that you could play in the background during a Halloween party for everyone to watch and not pay attention to. And if you just want to turn around for a quick sec to see like a fight scene.
See Jason and then Freddy. You know what? This is a good movie for a Halloween party. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
This is perfect because every time you look, because you don't have to know what's going on, but every time you look at it, you'll see something crazy or see somebody you haven't seen in a long time.
It's not boring. It's iconic.
It's not boring.
And it's memorable.
It is all of those things.
Is it a good movie? No. But what is this podcast, dude? What is this podcast?
You know what? It's not. It's not that bad.
It can't be that bad. Folks, be sure to follow us on all of our social handles. You can follow me on Instagram at Christian Has Asthma. And you could follow this guy at
Call Me _Jesus.
That's right. Be sure, if you don't follow us on our socials, if you don't follow the podcast on our socials quite yet, what are you doing?
Podcast. At
ICBTB podcast. Don't forget to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. Follow us everywhere you listen.
I fucked it up again.
What happened?
My handle is call _me Jesus.
So do you think
I can never fucking
dude, you should put the underscore somewhere where it's more reasonable.
Me Jesus.
You want to get rid of call completely?
No, I can't do that. Should I think about Nah, you know what, guys? Hey, fuck it. Follow me on ICBTB podcast.
You look at that probably more than the other.
Yeah, I hate looking at both of them. You can find my profile on the links.
If I could understand that, I would respond. But I'm just gonna nod my head at you and smile.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
All right. See you later. Bye.